Yesterday we discussed about this. Are you able to see the slide, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So rule says that suppose I give you angle, the bearing of a line, and the included angle measured in clockwise direction. The bearing of the next line, you add the bearing of the previous line with the included angle. If it is more than 180, you subtract 180. If it is less than 180, you add 180. That is the rule, is it not? Okay. So, so this is the solution what we had. Till then we have seen this. Just watch the video here. And before that, I just wanted to tell you that one thing. Okay, I'll come to this later on. Okay. This, suppose this is a problem because we are going to do this problem only now. The bearing of a regular side of a pentagon is 150 degree. Find the bearing of other side. How do we crack it? Bearing of one side of a regular pentagon. This is a pentagon. You are able to see that. Okay. So one bearing of one side of a pentagon is 150 degree. For example, if I give you AB is 150 degree. AB is 150 degree. You are supposed to find out the bearing of BC, CD, DE and EA. Okay. How will you go about? How do we go about? Hello? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bearing of one side of a regular pentagon is 150. Find the bearing of other sides. So what is the included angle? Sum of the included angle? Sum of the included angle?
5.
Sum of the included angle of a polygon is 2n minus 4 right angle. Right? Sum of the internal angles of a polygon is 2n minus 4 right angle, where n is the number of sides. What is that you have learned in your earlier classes? So for a pentagon, n equal to 5. Okay. So what is the sum of the internal angle?
So 540.
540 degrees. 540 degree. So 5 included angles are there. So each included angle is 540 divided by 540 divided by 5 is 108 degree. So angle EAB is 108, angle ABC is 108, angle BCD is 108, CDE is 108 and DEA is 108. Is it okay? Right.
Yes.
Yes. Angle AB is bearing of AB is 150. What is the bearing of BA? What is the bearing of BA? The forebearing of AB is 150. What is the back bearing of AB? The difference is 180.
180
So
plus
150 plus
150.
180 is
330.
Back bearing.
330. Okay, 330. So the bearing of BA is 330. This bearing of BA is 330. Okay. Angle ABC is 108. Angle ABC is 108. So what is the bearing of BC then? What is the bearing of BC? Some answers you have to work out with me actually. Angle ABC is 108. Angle ABC is 108. Bearing of BA is 330. Bearing of BA is 330. So how much will be the bearing of BC? What will be the bearing of BC? No idea? Nobody open a mouth? Are you in the... What is the bearing of BC? Yuvraj. What is the bearing of BC?
$78. 78 degree.
78 degree. Who is that? Ayush. So here 330, okay. Now here is, so 108 is there, 330 plus 108 is 40438. You subtract 360, you get 78 degree. So bearing of BC is 78 degree. Bearing of BC is 78 degree. Okay. What is the back bearing of BC? Back bearing of BC? Back bearing of BC?
258.
58. Fine. Wonderful. So what is the bearing of the other side? Angle BCD is 108. BCD is 108. Bearing of CB is 258. Bearing of CB is 258. Angle BCD is 108. What is the bearing of CD?
6 degree.
Huh? Bearing of
6.
bearing of CD?
6.
Any other answer possible? What is the bearing of AE? What's the bearing of AE? Because angle EAB is 108, AB is 150, 150 minus 108, bearing of AE is simple mathematics by 142 degree. All right, bearing of AE is 42 degree. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So bearing of CB is 258, bearing of CB is 258, BCD is 108. So what is the bearing of CD? BCD plus 108, no? CB plus 108 is, you get into the, so 258 plus 108 is 366. 360 is your north. So your CD is 6 degree. CD is 6 degree. Is okay. Right. What is the bearing of DC?
One 186.
186 degree. Bearing of DC is 186 degree. CDE is 108. Is it not? CDE is 108. So what is the bearing of DE?
Degrees.
186 plus 108. 194, 294. Bearing of DE is 294. Right. Bearing of DE is 294. Angle. So what is bearing of ED? (294) minus 180 is 114.
114.
114. So what is the bearing of AE? EA? (114) plus 108, how much is that?
222 degrees.
222.
222. So what is the bearing of AE?
42.
42. 222 minus 180 is 42. So we have solved the problem. No? So what is it you get in this? So first bearing AB is 150. What is the bearing of BC? 72. Is it not?
78.
78. Yes, 78. 78. Okay, 78. What is the bearing of CD? (6 degree). Is it not? 6 degree. So some relationship is there, no? So 108. What is the external angle of a polygon like? Internal angle is
Here it is 72.
72. So it diminishes
72.
by 72. It diminishes by 72. Okay.
78. Eh?
72. 72. 108. 180 minus 108 is 72. You look at it. Sum of internal angle of polygon 2n minus 8 angle. Okay. So total angle is n equal to 5. So total angle, sum of internal angle 2 into 5 minus 4, 540. Internal angle is 108. Okay. Bearing of AB is 150. Bearing of BA is 330. Angle ABC is 108. So bearing of BC is 78. So next line you will have a 6 degree only. Bearing of CB is 258. How do you calculate it? 78 plus 180, it is 258. The included angle BCD is 108. Okay. So bearing of CD is 6 degree. So what is that? 150 minus 72 is 78. 78 minus 72 is 6 degree. Okay. Bearing of DC is 6 plus 180, 186. Included angle CD is 108. Okay. So bearing of DE is 294. Okay. So bearing of ED is 114, 180 minus 294 minus 180, 114. Included angle is 108. Bearing of EA is 222. So bearing of AE is 42. So this is the way how we the included angle we solve the problem. Okay, fine. Now I've your class rep has given the this thing. Your what is it? One a video file which has been shared in the WhatsApp. Have you gone through that? Okay. I made a mistake in that. I just wanted to correct it. In the course of my talk, I say it's a surveyor's compass. Okay, it is. There are two types of compass that is being used in your field survey. One is called a surveyor's compass, other is called a prismatic compass. What is the compass that we use in the field generally? Any idea? You can make a wild guess. What is the one what we have seen in the video file? Any idea? Any idea? There are two types of compass, boys. One is a prismatic compass, the other is a surveyor's compass. The compass essentially it is the needle which is the one which is being used. What is that the compass define is the magnetic meridian. The compass defines the magnetic meridian. In your field survey, what type of compass we use? Whether a prismatic compass or a surveyor's compass. What is the compass we are using it? Anybody who have gone through that, they will answer it. Now, how to open that box? I was having a box in my hand, no? You've seen that? Respond, boys. The one what is being used is what is called a prismatic compass. Even though we have got other one surveyor compass, the surveyor compass, what is that we have is there's no difference between a surveyor compass and a prismatic compass. The prismatic compass, you have got the aluminum card, or the graduating scale is an aluminum scale which has been attached, so it is free to float like. So the box rotate about a vertical axis. I said that the box rotate about a vertical axis. So you got a line of sight defined by the hair and a slit. The slit is cut because it's a small groove which has been made into the prism that defines your line of sight. So you just turn towards the point from the point of observation. So we are taking what is called the bearing of a particular line. Do you understand that? A bearing of the particular line. Now just see the there is a small video presentation. You just go through this. The screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you have seen what is a prismatic compass and how we are adjusting it and how we are using it in the field. Is that audible, Len? Yeah. So you have seen what is the prismatic compass and the detailed part of it. This better explanation is being given by the presenter over there. And suppose I want to find out the bearing of sun, SUN. How do I do that? This is a field problem. Any one of you answer it? Bearing of sun. How do you do that? An eye wave. Yeah, please. I want to find out the bearing of sun in a particular time. It's every time sun rises and then it uh, goes up and reaches what is called as the zenith point and then come back actually. Okay. I just wanted to find out at a particular time on a day. I want to find out the bearing of the sun. How do I do that? Think of it. Okay. Right. What is the difference between a forebearing and a back bearing? Difference between forebearing and a back bearing?
180 degree.
180 degree. Wonderful. Okay. So the compass suffers from one limitation, that if in the field, if there are some magnetic material or some underground cable is running, a power cable is there, what will happen is this will have influence on your reading. In that case, sometime what will happen, the difference will not be 180 degree. The difference in the forebearing and the back bearing may not be 180 degree. Such a thing is called local attraction. This is called a local attraction. Local attraction. So when you say that there is a local attraction, the forebearing and the back bearing, if it is less than by 180 degree, it is not equal to 180 degree, or sometimes more than 180 degree, or less than 180 degree. It may not be in the order of say about 5 degrees degree. Probably 30 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes maximum rather. That way it is called a local attraction. Given a local attraction, see, we should be in a position to find out what is the correct bearing of a line. So that is the challenge what normally one used to have in a compass traverse. There are, as you may recollect, that traverse is of two types. One is called an open traverse and the other is called a closed traverse. Open traverse is you start at one point and end up at the same point. It is called a closed traverse. You start at a point and then go endlessly, never come back to the point where you have started. It is called a closed traverse. For example, I will tell you what is a open traverse. Okay, open traverse. Okay. Yeah. So look at it. You start at a point A and you went to B, go to C, D, E. Once you come back, suppose the line get closed. Suppose I join a line with E and A, then the figure A, B, C, D, E, A is a closed traverse. Other way, if you consider the regular polygon, you see that it is a closed traverse. You start with A, B, C, D, E, and you end up with A. Okay, so that makes a difference. That is what is called a closed traverse and a open traverse. You get the point? I just stop here. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll just close down. Thank you.